Babe, it's time to level up. Seriously, 2025 is knocking, and we need to claim who we are and step into that new identity. December is all about personal branding. As we prep for the new year, so many people are imagining their new life, new goals, resolutions. But by March, life happens, and most of us are back to square one. Does that sound familiar? The truth is, you can't get to where you want to be if you don't know who that version of you is. Who's the person living the dream life that you envision? In this digital age, so many opportunities to secure the bag are online. But one major key that's often skipped, your brand. Jumping online with the goal to just be yourself is a great start. But if you're serious about leveling up, you need to know how you want to be seen and who you aim to serve. Welcome to the Sis, It's Time for a Rebrand challenge, where I'll guide you through building a personal brand that not only looks good, but gets paid. We're starting from scratch with worksheets and activities that'll all be free for you, and I promise to make this as easy and fun as possible. But here's the deal. This isn't a quick fix. No amount of planning will matter if you don't apply this to your daily life consistently. But if you do commit, this could be the missing link between who you are now and who you want to become. This challenge is for anyone ready to become more intentional about their purpose and what they create. Whether you have a business, want to start one, or just want to build a better you, this is your time. And sis, this isn't for the lazy. If you're not about self-improvement or stepping into the next level of you, feel free to skip this video. But if you're ready to rebrand and step into your bag, then keep watching. For the free worksheet, click the link in the description box and sign up for my newsletter. You'll get it directly in your inbox. And if you run into any issues with downloading the worksheet, please feel free to email me at virtuallykylan, Kylan, @gmail.com. I got you. So what is a brand identity? Let's simplify this, okay? A brand identity is how you define who you are and how others see you. How does the new version of you look, dress, speak, and act? What gets you motivated and what are you passionate about? What makes you unique? And if you could help a specific type of person, who would that person be? Think about your aesthetic, your vibe. What's your online presence saying about you? This isn't just about how things look. It's about how you make people feel and what your presence says when you're not in the room. A great way to visualize this is by looking at celebrities and influencers. For instance, Beyonce's brand screams elegance, power, and control. Rihanna is all about bold individuality and versatility. Both have clear identities that allow them to dominate not just the music scene, but beauty, fashion, and more. So let's talk about why your why matters. In the worksheet, the first section asks for your why. Now, I know this question gets tossed around a lot, but let me break it down for you. Your why doesn't have to be some grand world-changing statement. It just has to resonate with you. Your why is what keeps you going when things get tough. It's the reason why you continuously show up, especially despite not seeing the results that you want to see immediately. Being on YouTube for the short amount of time that I have been, and being as consistent than I've ever been with anything social media related, it has taught me that there is someone out there waiting exactly for you and what you have to offer. Your mission is uniquely yours, and no one can fulfill that like you can. When you write down what makes you unique, remember, you have the special sauce. Your experiences, your personality, your voice are what makes your brand different. So don't think too hard about that question. I know I used to think like that in the past, like what makes me unique? Your whole existence is what makes you unique. So write that down, okay? Don't be afraid to gas yourself up. You need to remember who you are, okay? Now, let's move on to how your brand makes you money. Branding has been at the core of success in the entertainment industry since forever. Celebrities don't just rely on talent. They build images that resonate with audiences. Think of Kim Kardashian. Her personal brand allowed her to build billion-dollar businesses like Skims. Or look at Zendaya, whose brand, rooted in grace, relatability, and style, makes her a favorite for high fashion designers and acting gigs alike. Now, imagine the opposite. Remember when Ari Fletcher and Drea Michelle lost their major brand deals with Savage X Fenty after making problematic statements online? So poor branding doesn't just hurt your image, it can hurt your bag too. A polished, consistent personal brand can open doors to brand deals, new clients, and long-term financial stability. Think of it like having a high credit score. People trust you more when you're about your business. So babe, are you ready to step into 2025 as the best version of yourself? Here's your first activity. Research a celebrity or influencer that you love. Now, I'm not for placing celebrities or influencers on a pedestal, but for research purposes, I think it's important for us to look at them because they're the easiest to study. So, I want you to look up a celebrity or influencer that you follow currently, who you admire, and who you tune in to watch frequently. Identify 3 things about their brand that keeps you hooked and apply those lessons to your own brand. Grab your worksheet using the link in the description box and let me know in the comments if you will be joining me on this challenge. I cannot wait to see the new version of you in 2025. Let's go. We got this, okay? I am going to be joining you on this challenge because it is time for a whole new look, a whole new vibe, a whole new energy, different surroundings. We're leveling up in all areas of our life, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are here for this glow up journey. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye.
Guys, in 2024, you have no excuse for not having a personal brand. And every time I say this, people say to me, but Lebu, like, I'm busy with my work. Like, I'm just focused on doing the work. Why do I need a personal brand? Or this is so silly. I'm not trying to be famous on social media. Or I'm not trying to be famous. I don't need a brand. Or I'm afraid to speak in front of people. So, like, I can't have a personal brand because they're going to want me to be in front of them. And I keep saying to people, why do you assume that that's what a personal brand is? Right? Because that's not what a personal brand is. And I've posted so many videos about what a personal brand is not. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about what a personal brand is, why you should have one, and how to start the process of actually building your personal brand. So what is a personal brand, my good people? A personal brand is your commercial DNA. That's a term I've coined. It's your commercial DNA. And what I mean by that is it's the parts of you that you're willing to share with other people that add value to society, and in turn you receive value back, which comes in commercial gains. Commercial gains could be opportunities, financial opportunities, so people paying you to do something, but all of it comes in opportunities that will eventually lead to you making more money and being able to do more with your life with less effort.
I've been thinking a lot about how to pull off an effective personal rebrand. So whether you know it or not, you are always communicating a personal brand into the ethos, whether it's your online footprint or in person, you are always communicating information about you to others. And lucky for us, we have a ton of celebrity examples that we can utilize on how they did their rebrand that we can apply for our own lives. We cannot talk about personal rebrand without talking about Sophia Richie Grange, who I think everyone kind of has commentary around her rebrand. I live for it. She used to be giving this, and now she's giving very posh Upper East Side wife. And I think something that we can glean from this example, and I'll have a few, is the power of aesthetics in communicating a rebrand. I also think Blac Chyna is a really good example of how your physical style or how you present into the world communicates particular values or branding messages that you can utilize to pivot if you want to communicate something else. So like, ooh, look at Blac Chyna now. She's communicating or sort of signaling to others a completely different message than what she used to a few years ago. So I feel like aesthetics is step 1. I would say step 2 is social life and career. How you spend your time and what you do with like your life's work also communicate your personal brand. And so another really great example of this is Paris Hilton. If you are born in the 90s, you know Paris was iconic. She was always partying, she was always going out, etc. And that was part of her personal brand. This is Paris Hilton today, and don't get me wrong, she's still going out and she makes money by being an entertainer, but she's also communicating that she spends her social time being an advocate. She's at the White House on the 4th of July. Her social life, what she's communicating with what she does in her free time, has completely changed. I think another very good example of this, once again, if you were born in the 90s, you know Mary-Kate and Ashley, we kind of grew up with them, but there was a phase where they were going out, they just had a different social experience. But I think they're a really good example of how career and what you choose to do in your free time can also communicate a personal brand shift. They're founders of the ultra luxury The Row. It's a clothing and luxury accessory brand. And once again, that helps communicate on top of aesthetics and on top of social life, your career can also communicate your personal brand. Now, your online presence also communicates what you value, what you're interested in, how you spend your free time. I went on Blac Chyna's page and I live for it. She is hosting the 5th annual Power in Loving Yourself retreat. And this really communicates the pivot that she's making to being a sort of holistic, self-empowerment, women empowerment brand ambassador. And that's now her brand ethos. You can really utilize like your online presence, your LinkedIn, your Instagram to communicate how you're spending your free time, what you're interested in to help catapult your personal rebrand. And then lastly, a large life event also can help contribute to your personal rebrand. So for many people, the introduction to Sophia Richie was her wedding to Elliot Green, as well as for Paris Hilton, it was sort of her getting married to, I think, like a private equity heir, as well as, you know, becoming a mother, also sort of ushered in this new era of her brand, whether it was intentional or not. I think when people have a major life event, such as becoming a mother or a parent, a wedding, or even a career achievement, it then sort of ushers in us thinking of them in a new light, and also can help with like the brand narrative of I'm a new person now, I've had this incredible life experience. So once again, aesthetic or how you present yourself into the world, how you spend your free time or your personal life, like what is your career, your online footprint, your Instagram, your social media, etc. And then lastly, a major life event can all contribute to your personal brand.
If you guys want a different outcome, you have to do different things than everybody else. Get that car, move to that state, post about it, talk to people, present yourself in the way that you want other people to perceive you, and then you become that person. So this is where personal branding comes into play. And what you're going to do is create small strategic decisions about your life that create a persona about you. The reality is everyone's going to have an opinion on you and people are going to create a reputation about you. So you might as well have some influence over what that reputation is going to be. For example, for me, I want people to think sales and women supporting women. So I made one very strategic decision to literally create this brand identity. And that decision is I literally bought a Porsche and got it wrapped pink. So I got a Porsche, I wrapped it pink, and I made the license plate something to do with sales. Because now every time people see my car going around, they, one, think Shelby, and two, they think of someone that is just out of the box go-getter, like, oh, what does this girl do? I want to find out more info on it. And I'm not saying you guys have to like go buy a pink Porsche, but it's just one way to kind of show the things that you can put out to the world to have some sort of control over your reputation. For example, if you want to be known for fitness, post fitness content. If you want to be known for health and wellness, post your supplement routine. Like, there's so many little ways. The way you dress, even. Like, if you want to be taken more seriously, wear better clothing. But there's just so many steps I have on this, so I'll make a part 2.
Nobody wants to follow a brand account. I would much rather follow a founder account and like see them build in public.
Okay, let's talk about what she just said because she is spot on. What she's essentially saying is that if you are a business owner, people do not want to follow your business account. They want to follow you. People today care so much less about the end result and want to see the raw, behind the scenes, authentic footage of what it took to actually build the business or brand. So if you're a startup founder, business owner, or even content creator, make sure you're prioritizing building your personal brand because at the end of the day, that's what people actually care about. They don't care about stock images or even the high-end photography that you're having produced. It's so much more relatable to show you building the thing and just being authentic with showing the struggles, the challenges, the sweat and the tears and everything in between. And at the end of the day, people buy from people they like, not from brands that they can't see the face behind.
2024 is the year of building your personal brand, and today is day 1. Here's what you gotta do. First and foremost, the opinions of others will not get in your way. If you have family members or friends that follow you and you think that their opinion of what you're doing will affect your output or execution of your personal brand in any way, then create a new account. When I first started creating content, I made a new TikTok and new Instagram. Your girl started from scratch, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I am tired of seeing this hold you back. Just know that the fact that you're doing something you find cringy means you're just on the path to success. So embrace it. Number 2, you're gonna take the action even though you don't have any clarity. I spent the past year of my life chasing clarity. What kind of content do I want to make? What do I want to be known for? What I didn't realize is you don't gain clarity by thinking harder about it. You gain clarity through taking the action imperfectly, without having the answers. You take multiple actions, you try multiple things until one of them becomes clear. Now, number 3, I'm going to tackle the age-old question. Should you focus on quality or quantity in content? The easy answer is both. The short answer is quantity and then quality. Now, here's why I say that. Recently, I've been in a quality phase. I've been telling myself, okay, I'm going to make my videos such good quality, put so much thought into them, and that's not a bad strategy for where I'm at in my content creation journey. However, focusing on quality when you're not already consistent is like a recipe for disaster. I have raised my expectations for my content so much to the point that I stopped creating content because I thought, oh, well, if it's not good enough, I'm not gonna post it. It is times like these that you have to circle back to a baseline quantity. What I mean is you can care about quality. You should care about quality, but you cannot care about quality until you meet a baseline quantity. The baseline I recommend for most short form creators, and the one that I'm gonna try and commit to, is 1 video a day. So for me personally, I will be focusing on quality, but I'm also gonna refuse to let my perfectionism stop me from posting that 1 video a day. Meaning if I can't get a good one out, I'll get a bad one out, but I have to get 1 out. Number 4, I have a feeling that picking your niche has been stopping you from creating your personal brand anyway, so let me just make it easy for you and say that I believe you should become the niche. After all, this is your personal brand, so you have to be the center of your content. Sure, you can talk about specific categories of things and be known for them, but no matter what you talk about, the fact that it is you talking about it should be part of the appeal of your content. And 5th, remember, the goal is to get paid to exist. That means you have to truly and authentically be yourself. If you're someone else, then you're just getting paid to act. That's all for today. I'll see you in day 2.